There's a message in a bottle with your name on it, and I wrote it in another lifetime. Do me a favor, say you'll never try to see what lies within. Oh, it's something that I never meant to write. Oh, don't let the words you see before you break your heart. I wrote them long before I melted in your arms. Come defrost my frozen heart. Think I'm warm enough to you. It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Oh, could I restart this life with you here by my side? Let me bury my face inside your clothes. Oh, there's a message in a bottle with your name on it, and I wrote it in another state of mind. You can burn it, break it, just don't try to read the note inside. Oh, I wrote it just to get you out my life. I locked away my heart inside the freezer. Oh, but now I'd like to serve it up to you. Come defrost my frozen heart. Think I'm warm enough to you. It's a feeling that could melt away the snow. Oh, could I restart this life with you here by my side? Let me bury my face inside your clothes. Oh, waves of silence, oh, would you let me do that? With a sigh, I start to sign another note. You can pay no mind to the girl I was. Oh, I hope you won't let that be all she wrote. There's a present in my hands with your name on it, and I wrapped it in a way I thought you'd like. Will you burn it, will you break it, or will you open it and read? 'Cause your smile is really all. Hello. Hello. Where would you like to go? Would you like to go forwards or backwards? Forward? Okay. Let's go forward. Where would you like to go now? Backwards? Okay. Where would you like to go now? Right? Okay. Where would you like to go now? Up? Okay. would you like to go now? Down. Okay. Turn back. Okay. Where would you like to go now? Backwards. Okay. Where would you like to go now? Turn left. Where would you like to go now? Forwards. Back. Where would you like to go now? Turn right. Where would you like to go now? Turn right. Turn left. Right? Where would you like to go now? Forward and right. Forward. And right. Where would you like to go now? Right? Hello! You found me! Hello! Hello! How you guys doing? What's up? Welcome to the back rooms. You guys took quite a while. I thought you'd get here faster, but it seemed to be a bit harder than I had predicted. Hello! Hello! Hello, it's Pika! And I finally watched the backrooms. How long has it been out? So far? I think quite a while, right? I'm pretty late to it. Why were I looking at the wall? There's only wall here. What else am I supposed to look at? We got something shiny. Whoa, it's shiny. Whoa, you guys. Wait, this lighting looks really good. Is this what they call golden hour?
Wait a second, then why does the lighting look so good? This is supposed to be the backrooms. Scariest place known to mankind or whatever. But actually, I think this has gotta be my good angle. Why does it look good? Yeah. Wow. 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 This actually looks really pretty. Wow. Wow. I found a good angle in the backrooms. That's crazy. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Let me get my chat in order. Here. Oh, no. Here. Okay. Wow, you know what? Okay, the backrooms may have a yucky pea yellow kind of color, but it actually doesn't look too bad. The more I look at it, the more it grows on me. Is my hair edible in the backrooms? Question is your hair edible? I mean, I'm sure mine would be like cotton candy or something like that. Yeah. Whoa, why does the back... There's something about the backrooms lighting. You know, it looks really good here, I gotta say. It's looking really good. So, who has seen the backrooms? Let me do a poll. Have you seen the Backrooms movie yet? Question mark? Oh, huh? Oh, I didn't click the button properly. Yeah, so I watched it. You know, there's a bonus after credit scene. It's called, I don't know, Backrooms Everything Must Go edition. So they kind of re-released the movie with bonus credits, an extra whopping 15 minutes of extra content. So there's even more Backrooms content out there. Yeah. I did? It doesn't come out on home media for a couple of days? Home media? Like Blu-ray? Is that home media? Or Netflix? Wait. I heard that extra content is kind of meh. It didn't have the extra credits in your theater? Oh no, I did manage to catch the extra credits. There's a specific title for it you gotta look for if you want to have the extra credits. It's the Backrooms Everything Must Go. It has to have the Everything Must Go at the end of it. Have I ever played the Backrooms? Yes. I mentioned this before, but I did download the game one time. And I opened it and I got so scared. I didn't see any monsters. I just saw these freaking yellow walls. And I was like, nope, I can't do this. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the 10-minute mark. This is too scary. I can't do this. I gotta quit. Uninstall. Did the movie give the original source justice? Isn't the Backrooms just... I'm sorry, I'm not well versed in Kane Pixels. It's like the YouTube series. I did watch one video before watching the Backrooms, just so I could get a bit accustomed to it, but it wasn't really much. I don't really know much about the Backrooms at all. Okay, I tried. I mean, I've gotten some exposure to the Backrooms through playing less than 10 minutes of the game. So I know there are yellow walls, you know? Yeah, I knew there were yellow walls, and I knew that, well, the games have levels. And then there's like another version of the Backrooms that a lot of people are very excited about, called the pool rooms. And apparently that's a whole other set of lore or something like that, but it's not necessarily something involved in the King Pixels backrooms. I don't know, there's like apparently it's very community created, so it just keeps evolving like the backrooms itself, right? Is that So I actually don't really know that much about the backrooms. Literally, the only thing I knew before watching the backrooms is that there's like the you clip into the backrooms and then there are levels, but then I knew that they don't have levels in the movie backrooms because like there's a different set of lore or something. And then there's like the pool rooms, but that's also a different set of lore. Yeah. And then yeah, that was literally everything I knew. Like I don't know. It's like I don't know. Yeah. So the movie only takes from the Kane Pixels videos. Yeah, because that's the director. The youngest person ever. Yeah. The pool rooms is just another level in the back rooms. Yeah, so I don't really know much at all about the back rooms aside from seeing I don't know, TikTok clips of backrooms levels. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but he's only 2 years old. Can you believe that? He is the youngest person ever. Yeah. So I just knew the backrooms is just some sort of endless thing, and that's it. You just kind of appear there, and then it's like a maze. That's all I really knew. So I thought the movie was pretty solid at establishing what the backrooms is. Yeah, I felt like it was pretty straightforward, you know. And I enjoyed the movie, but I know a lot of people had some issues with the ending. Can I say your voice is kind of quiet or BGM is too loud? That's what I was thinking. Let me reset my interface because... Oh, you know... Oh, my bad. Hold on. I was thinking it was kind of quiet. Okay, holy, my ears. Okay. Is this better? Because this is actually the level it's supposed to be at. I forgot I switched my mic settings. I switched all my settings away because I was doing some recording, so I had it reset. Yeah. I'm so loud now. Sorry if I'm blasting your ears. Yeah. So I thought the Backrooms was a solid movie. I didn't think it would be as scary as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be scarier. I didn't find it scary. Like, okay, I don't want to compare it to Obsession because I feel bad. Because I think Obsession is like 5 gazillion times better, but I don't mean to hate on the Backrooms because I'm not a hater. I like the Backrooms movie. I feel like I would have liked the Backrooms movie even more if it came out at a separate time from Obsession. You know what I mean? Just because Obsession was so good. That I feel like now I can't help but kind of compare it in a little way. Yeah. I turned you up to hear better, now you're yelling at me. I'm sorry. No more yelling. I won't yell anymore. I'm sorry. I am speaker, not scream so I'm sorry for yelling. Okay. Anyway. It's more a hypothetical movie than a horror movie. Like hypothetical, what if the Backrooms was a thing? I consider the backroom suspense and unnerving, not horror. Yeah, I didn't think it was... Well, no. I mean, it is a horror movie, but it wasn't super scary or anything. Like, after I watched Obsession, I think several nights after, I felt quite... I felt quite scared that somebody would be in the corner of my room. Even though it didn't make any sense to be scared of that. Yeah, but the backrooms, it didn't... I don't know, I don't feel scared of it after watching it. It wasn't exactly scary. Yeah, but, I mean, I liked... I think the story was interesting. You know what I really liked? Oh, there's only one super disturbing part in Backrooms. Obsession had a few. What would you say is the one super disturbing part? Yeah, Obsession had a few. There's a lot to talk about. They're both pretty short movies. Like Backrooms. How long is Obsession actually? Obsession movie length. Backrooms is only an hour 30, right? Obsession movie length. So they're not super long movies. The part where he ate that guy like cake, that was disturbing. That happened to me too, and I live alone. You're scared after Obsession. Yeah, the Clark doppelganger at the end. Okay, you guys have very different. You have very different most disturbing parts from each other. The edible fat person is the most disturbing for me. The way you described it. But could have been more. Yeah, I didn't think there were too many kind of like shocking things, maybe. I don't know. The dinner scene was scarier than the chase. The chase was just, just anxiety inducing because, you want her to escape and and yeah. The cake looks like my skirt. No! Don't say that! My skirt is not edible. No. Zero cinemas in my country licensed Obsession for viewing, so now I get to wait until December. Well, at least you can get it as a Christmas present. That's crazy! That's crazy! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Anyway, Obsession is really good. It is really good. So I feel bad for Backrooms because it came out at around the same time as Obsession, and I think they're both solid movies. It's just Obsession is just way better, and I don't mean to compare. I don't and I don't want to hate, but Obsession is one that you think about a lot more after the movie. But then Backrooms, it's kind of like, oh, there's a little fun fact in the set design. That's cool. Oh, yeah, that's a cool Easter egg. But I mean, yeah, it feels like the story is pretty much like pretty finished there. Yeah. If this is Spico Backrooms, is she the real Spico? I don't know. You'll have to decide. Yeah. 6-7%! Let's go! He's only 2 years old! It's only 2 years old! It's harder to relate to the Backrooms than to Obsession. Yeah. Yeah, and oh, okay. Let me say, I forgot to say this earlier, because I got sidetracked. But I think One thing that I really liked about backrooms, I've never owned a furniture store. Exactly. I can never relate to that. That's so unrelatable. Yeah. You can drive to the location in 20 minutes. Okay. Be careful about sharing information about where you may live online. Just letting you know. But okay, one thing that I really liked about the backrooms was that the trailer and the promotional things for the backrooms, I feel like they didn't really spoil too much about it. Because from what I remember from the promotional stuff that I saw before the backrooms was it focused on Clark and not so much on the therapist. And it didn't really make it seem like Clark was going to be any kind of antagonist. It honestly felt from the few bits of like promotional stuff that I had seen. Now I hadn't looked into like, I don't know, all the trailers or anything. I'd only seen a little bit, but from how they promoted it, it kind of seemed like they were working together rather than Clark being absolutely crazy. Like I had not really. That's the issue you have in the movie. Like that the trailer was different. It didn't make sense why Clark went insane, to be honest. Well, the story doesn't feel solidified. I will kind of agree with it. Kind of. I do feel like, I don't know, there could have been a little bit more to it, but I also feel like Clark going insane can kind of, I mean, we literally start off the movie with him in the therapist room. Like, why is this guy getting therapy, you know? It's more that he was already really frustrated and in a bad headspace. Yeah, this guy's already getting therapy, so I feel like I mean, it's not too huge of a leap that he might have further issues. And plus he's had a major shift in his life. Like what, his wife kicked him out and he has to live in his furniture store. So yeah, he's like living inside his furniture store. I feel like that's kind of, not saying that living inside a furniture store would make you go crazy, but he was already having troubles with his interpersonal life, and his home life is completely changed, and he ends up finding this crazy maze, and he's got nobody to talk to about it. This guy doesn't have any friends. Okay, he doesn't have a wife anymore as well, so I don't think it's too far of a leap for him to go insane, because this guy has nobody to talk to aside from his therapist. Like he doesn't have anybody, and he spends his entire day and night inside the same furniture store. So it seems like this guy, you know, I feel like he doesn't really have the best things going for him. Yeah, he wasn't able to touch grass. Like, what was he supposed to do? Not go insane? He's kind of really demanding with his employees. Yeah, and then also, yeah, the roleplay thing at the start in his therapy session, he got really into it. He really you know, I don't think he's established as a super cool, calm and collected kind of guy. Okay, I don't think it's too far of a reach for him to have gone insane. Like, no friends, no wife, no house. Still feels upset with his circumstances, hates the way that he has to live, puts the blame on everybody else in his life except for himself, has not touched grass, always wanted to be an architect but couldn't because and now he's running a furniture store, so he's also pretty unsatisfied with his current life, his current career as well. No customers. Yeah, also no customers. Has a lot of resentment for other people. Is watching for his wife from his car. So I don't think this guy is in a super healthy headspace. Yeah, but I really liked how the trailer didn't really spoil the kind of real main character of the movie, because I just like it when it's kind of unexpected, sort of a little bit. Yeah, because too much of the time we have trailers that just spoil the entire plot line. So I just really appreciated how they even made it kind of like misleading. Like, I had assumed from the promotional material it would just be Clark and the lady Mary, was that her name? It would, yeah, I think that was her name. It would be Clark and Mary, and they would be investigating the backrooms together. I thought they were working together, but they weren't. Yeah. Sounds like he needs a therapist. That's why he had a therapist. Honestly, maybe he would have really... maybe he might have improved if he hadn't had found the backrooms. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Yeah. Oh, but I did like the detail that, you know, this guy, his dream was to be an architect. So when he sees the backrooms, which is just an endless creation of rooms, he just falls in love with it. I thought that was so fitting. Yeah. I just don't watch the trailers and get recommendations from a certain club. Awesome. Apparently the backrooms, the lights can turn off and then a bunch of entities will come for you. So you have to immediately sprint or else you'll die. Is that in the backrooms games or... Because I don't remember that being in the movie. I don't think that was in the movie. Yeah, I like... Yeah. I felt really bad for the store employees. Like, man, they didn't deserve that at all. That was so cruel. This guy Clark just decided to sacrifice these two innocent employees of him because that was so selfish, man. That was so selfish. Isn't that one Roblox game? Is it? I haven't played it. Yeah, was it Bobby and Kate? I need to like remember their names. I'm sorry. I think it was Bobby and Kat. Not Kat. Okay, Bobby and Kat. I felt so bad for them. And also I felt so bad for Kat because she was so worried. She actually had survival instinct the whole time, but because she wanted to, you know, stay with Bobby and, you know, she was worried. She was worried. She knew. I felt so bad. The whole time she was like, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. And she knew it and she was right. She was so right. I gotta say, the scene in the pool room kind of bathroom area where Kat is on the other side of the wall and she can see through the wall. and she's going to Clark like, oh, behind you. Oh no, I see you. And then he's like, I can't see you. I fully thought during that scene that she was some sort of mimic because it just sounded so suspicious. But then it also didn't make sense that she was a mimic, because it's like, why is she helping him? But I don't know, her voice sounded suspicious. It sounded really suspicious, so I didn't know who to trust. Yeah. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. They didn't even know what they were what they were getting into. And Clark was so suspicious when he brought them into there. Was like, all right, you're gonna go down this 50-meter hole, and we'll just lower you down, and it'll be safe. And Bobby goes all the way down, and he's like, oh, this room smells really bad. Oh, it smells kind of bad in here. Oh my gosh. I gotta say, when the monster, which I think was the pirate Clark, took Bobby in that laundry room through that I don't know, the metal flap. That thing, I don't know, the horizontal metal door, but it wasn't a door, like, I don't know what you call it, the laundry door, whatever. That looked like the thing in Lethal Company. It was literally like that otherworldly monster where you put the items and you give it to the Lethal Company monster to eat up, so you get your money. It looked exactly like that. I was just thinking that when I saw it, but yeah. Maybe Clark has an obsession with the backrooms. Absolutely. Absolutely, he did. He did. Lethal Company is the back room without a roof. It is! Yeah! Oh yeah, everyone thought the face in the laundry was scary, but it was just the cardboard cutout. Yeah, the cardboard cutout. It got me for a second when I saw it, and then I was like, wait, no, that's the cutout. That's the bearded cutout guy. It freaked me out because I think I was really expecting there to be a person there, and I was like, oh no, that's the cutout. Yeah. But okay, I do kind of agree with people saying that the ending felt kind of sudden, because it does feel kind of sudden. Makes me think, oh, I feel like there should have been something else, something a bit more to end on. Honestly, I feel like maybe it could have been slightly longer. Like, I feel like there should have been maybe some other backrooms event in the movie to make it feel longer, cause okay, there's kind of like two main events, right? There's the Bobby and Cat thing, and then Mary runs away from Pirate Clark, and that's it. I kind of wanted something else, honestly. So when it ended, it felt a bit abrupt as well. Yeah, and we also don't know what happens to Mary, but then Kane wanted to keep it mysterious. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just wanted a longer movie. I did watch the after credits, and honestly, the after credits felt way longer than 15 minutes. I was like, wait, I feel like this is gonna end soon. And okay, because I think the first half of the after credits is a bit boring. Honestly, it's really boring because majority of the after credit scene has the workers of that company. They're measuring the size of these signs and the distance between the signs, and it's not just like, oh, we found 3 signs and there were these measurements, and these were our findings, and that's it. No, they went specifically like, sign number 1 was 23 centimeters wide, sign number 2. Like, they listed out the measurements for each of these 3 signs. Also, the distance apart. The width, the length, everything. I was like, okay, I feel like they could have shortened this. They could have shortened this because they were saying so many measurements, and I was like, I mean, I kind of get it. I get it already. Like, you could just give like one set of measurements, but no, they had to painstakingly go through sign 1, sign 2, sign 3, the length of sign 1, sign 2, sign 3, the width of sign 1, sign 2, sign 3, the height of sign 1, sign 2, sign 3, the distance between sign 1. Like, it was so long. I was just like, I really hope it doesn't end with the measuring of all these signs, because oh my gosh, there's only 15 minutes and it feels like them talking about the measurements of the signs has taken up 30 minutes. It might be an Easter egg with the dimensions, maybe. But fortunately, it did go past the measurements, and we did get to see a little more of exploring the back rooms. Yeah, so I was very, very glad, because it felt like it was way longer than 15 minutes. So as I was watching them measure the signs, I was praying. I was like, gosh, I really hope there's stuff aside from the sign measurements. I was like, why is this so long? That means the longer this is, the less actual action time we get. But fortunately, we did get to see some other things. Yeah. Someone really liked geometry. Yeah, so it was interesting. Something that surprised me was in the credits it said actor, I don't know how to say his name because I've never said his name or heard his name said before, but it was like certain actor from that is pretty well known from this kids show Victorious. And I was like, wait, this guy was in this movie? And as the end credits were rolling while I was waiting for the after credits, I was like, wait, I do not remember this guy's face being in it at all. I'm so confused. And he was like one of the first like 5 names listed. I was like, what? And then I realized he is the guy at the very start of the movie and the guy in the after credits. So we never see his face aside from the picture on the employee card that we see for like 1 second when Clark discovers it in the bag. But it is his voice when we are watching like the POV videos. Yeah. So I didn't get the post-credits. Did they explain how an MRI company became in charge of investigating it? No, the post-credits, they kind of show before the guy at the start dies. It seems like before he gets separated from his crew, is my assumption. Because he's with like two other employees of the company, and they're investigating the back rooms, and they come across some of the stuff from the furniture warehouse that have been like created in the back rooms, and they're investigating the signs that say everything must go, hence why the after credits one is called Everything Must Go, because they're looking at those signs, those 3 signs. Yeah. And they also see like a mannequin and stuff, and they see another room behind the wall, things like that. But I don't think it really explains it, but from my understanding, the MRI company kind of makes sense. Because the backrooms is kind of like MRI machines, in that it is kind of scanning the surroundings, scanning people who enter, or scanning people that are nearby the location, and then kind of recreating it. But it's kind of like a failed MRI machine. is the link to that. So yeah. I thought that made sense. You know, they're originally an MRI company. Now they're studying a massive supernatural MRI, pretty much. Yeah. And I saw some people saying that Mary at the end of the movie that oh, she's still in the back rooms, like they never left because the guy said how'd you get here, blah blah blah. Like, why did he say here? It's because they're still in the back rooms. And I'm sorry, I completely disagree with that. I mean, I'm open to accepting that I'm wrong, but I completely disagree with that. I think she's in their like company, and their company is like bordering the back rooms. Like it's she got brought in. She's not still in the back rooms, okay? Because why the heck would these employees be wearing these hazmat suits, okay? Like, they have to wear these suits. Why? And then why would they keep her and the scientist in the back rooms without these hazmat suits? Like, we saw this scientist with his family, so clearly he's been able to be in the normal world. My theory is like the hazmat suits is so that they don't like disrupt the creation of the back rooms. I think maybe the hazmat suits like prevent the back rooms from like copying their memories or whatever it does. But it's like, why would the company like so much establish all this safety protocol with the hazmat suits only to completely ignore it, to interrogate this one girl, to keep her in the back rooms? But why isn't the scientist wearing the hazmat suit? He has a family to go home to. So wouldn't it be even more pertinent for the scientists to wear the hazmat suit if they're in the back rooms? Like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Like, they seem like they're such an organized company with their hazmat suits. Then why would they have this scientist that clearly has a family back home be in the back rooms without any protection gear? It just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And yeah, why would they interrogate in the back rooms? There was no point of establishing that this guy has a perfectly normal family at home if they were just gonna make it like, oh, and they're also in the back rooms at the end because, you know, plot twist. Like, I don't get that. Then I disagree. I think maybe they could be at the board of the back rooms, but yeah. In the end, there was a scene where we're going down multiple levels in the same room. I got claustrophobic from that. Like, some rooms are there, but you can't reach them. Ooh, the levels. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Like, seeing how the further down you get, the less it looks like the less of a accurate recreation it is. I like that scene for how it shows that it's like, yeah, it's like it can't fully remember things, so things end up being all sorts of odd. And that's how the backrooms are created. It's like it's a malfunctioning MRI machine that can't seem to fully remember things, so it just keeps scanning, but it keeps forgetting things, so things end up being misplaced in very odd ways. Yeah. I like the detail of how when Clark is filming his pirate commercial, you know, he falls off the chair, and then Pirate Clark, the entity in the back rooms, his face is all stretched. It's kind of like the look of shock upon falling off the chair, that kind of thing. And it feels like the backrooms kind of like took a snapshot of that moment, because we also see that purple chair, but it's like a huge throne in the backrooms. And then we also see like this kind of semicircle of shoes, which looks like it's meant to show where, Bobby and Kat were standing. And even the throne is tilted, like how he fell off the chair. And then even Pirate Clark, the evil entity, he looks shocked. He has this like permanent shocked expression, like his face is stretched, and he's got the pirate leg and everything. He's always like wobbling. Yeah. So that was cool. That was cool. Yeah. Giant Clark looks cute. You could say that. Yeah. What even is Captain Clark? What do you mean? I mean, Captain Clark is an entity, right? But he's not like the other ones. He's not like the edible ones. This guy doesn't seem to be edible, cause he seems to bleed, but the other ones don't seem to bleed, so they seem to be a bit different. And the other ones aren't aggressive at all. So if he wasn't biting, he would be like a giant plush. But he was, and we can't cut him open. He's probably not edible. Yeah, he's not like the other girls. He makes the other what do you even call the passive the passive ones? The memory of him is too fresh, I think. Maybe it's because he has he's like created from negative emotions. Yeah. Still life. Oh, they're called still lives. Okay. Still life. Yeah, so maybe the still lives they're created based off of like random people that might have entered the furniture store, you know, once upon a time, and they were harmless. They had like no bad intentions. They were just browsing the store. So when they got scanned in, they got recreated, but it only really saw them for a short moment. So they ended up super messed up, like appearance-wise. But then when Clark got scanned, well, Clark has been living there for a little while. He's been living in the furniture store. Not only that, this guy's having all sorts of negative emotions. And it's I think it's kind of implied that the moment that the Pirate Clark is based off of is when he's falling off his chair. So he's kind of feeling all the emotions, I think, is my theory. So maybe that's why he's a lot more dangerous. And also because Clark himself might be more dangerous. I mean, he does have an alcohol problem, right? So he may have some violent tendencies, which might have been why he was kicked out of the house that he's like, that's my house. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the one still alive was his wife. Not fully sure though, because I don't think the hair, I don't think she looked super similar to the photo of his wife that we saw, but it does seem to match up that they have the same hair, and also how he didn't really introduce her, I think. I think when he was talking at the dinner table, whatever, he was like, you know, there's the guy with the lampshade, and there's a guy with a beard, and then he kind of glosses over the lady, so it's possible that maybe was based off his wife, or it might not have been, but yeah. Yeah, especially with how he takes off her hair and stuff. It is like, well, he takes it off so that Mary can look like his wife for the role play. This guy's crazy. This guy is so crazy. Yeah, but I think the evidence that points the most to the redheaded still life being the wife is that she's the one that immediately starts running from Pirate Clark. Like the other still lives, they notice things, but the redheaded lady, she immediately starts running like her life depends on it. Like she starts running into the corner of that wall. She's like, I gotta go, I gotta get out. And that's pretty sad if that is based off his wife, because yeah, immediately had to run. So yeah, like she's the one that is the most afraid of Pirate Clark. And then Pirate Clark kind of goes in. I mean, he did stalk her, true. And that scene might also kind of be a recreation of their, dinner time argument that they actually had. Like, you know, Clark stumbled in like he was drunk. Like how Pirate Clark, you know, he wobbles in. He doesn't come in really fast or anything. He comes in kind of slowly, and then his wife is scared of him. And that's why she kicks him out. Maybe he is physically a bit abusive, so yeah. And he did stalk her. So this guy might have some screws loose. Yeah. Also, as he was willing to keep Kat's head in the freezer, and he has no qualms about just cutting the guy open like a cake. And you know how he just loves being in the back rooms. He just loves it there. He loves it there. It is the emptiest place ever, and he doesn't even want to go outside and see the sky. No way. He just he loves it there. Maybe because he has more friends in there than he would in the furniture store. Many screws loose. Many. He's got friends. Yeah. I feel like it's also possible that I don't know. I think Clark might have seen Pirate Clark a bunch of times, possibly even before Cat and Bobby. He brought Cat and Bobby to the back rooms. I don't know, that's possible. Yeah, he does seem very familiar with Pirate Clark, even though Pirate Clark is very aggressive, right? He's a violent, murderous entity. But I think the protection that he had from Pirate Clark was that they were like the same person. They were very aligned, and the moment that he started to kind of like realize that he, you know, he's not necessarily a good person, that's when Pirate Clark is like, I'm gonna take a bite out of you. We're not the same anymore. Why did Pirate Clark not bite him earlier? I think because he saw Clark as the same person, and Pirate Clark was kind of born with the mindset that Clark can do no wrong. If whoever is Clark is good, whoever isn't Clark is bad. And then when Clark showed some actual bit of character development, he was like, oh, this isn't me. We are not the same person. So you're now an enemy, pretty much. Yeah, no, not besties anymore. Yeah. So it's kind of like Pirate Clark was a snapshot of previous Clark before starting some more character growth and you know, unfortunately a violent snapshot of his past self. So rest in peace, Clark. He was on his way. He was on his way. I mean, he accepted that, oh, we don't have to change, blah blah blah, but yeah. So I think it makes sense that Clark thought it was all good with Pirate Clark, because that's just him. He wouldn't harm himself as long as he is himself. He would have survived if he was less self-aware. Yeah, they just had to be on the same wavelength and it would have been fine. But the thing is, Pirate Clark would have definitely still attacked Mary. He just would have gotten to Mary first, would be the difference. Yeah, so I think the Backrooms was a solid movie. Again, not relatable. I mean, I don't think I could relate to being a therapist or to being Clark, a person owning a furniture store with an alcohol addiction. So not exactly relatable. So, but I mean, solid watch. I was just excited for it because it's the Backrooms. And I wanted like something that's an actual introduction to the Backrooms, because I feel like the Backrooms is a bit hard to get into. There's like a lot of videos and stuff on it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Can't believe Spica is not a divorced middle-aged store owner. Immersion ruined. I'm so sorry to tell you this. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm not the person you've been looking for. Does real therapy have role-playing? Does it? Does anybody go to real-life therapy? I mean, I think that kind of makes sense that there would be role-playing. I think the role-playing allows the therapist to evaluate, you know, how somebody would at least try to recreate how they reacted to things, right? What's Siren Head? Okay, I'm gonna search it up. Does therapy include roleplay? Okay, there is role-playing therapy. There are different types of therapy. There are different ways of therapy. I remember seeing a video on this. Like, there are different categories, and one is meant to kind of help you. I don't know. Now I want to search it up because, okay. Psychodynamic therapy. Ooh, okay. Psychodynamic therapy. Talk about anything on your mind to uncover patterns in thoughts or behaviors. Okay. Cool. Behavioral therapy is... Okay. How does this start? Oh, okay. Focusing on ways to change behavioral reactions and patterns. Okay. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Work on identifying patterns. Explore ways to replace negative thought. So, addressing existing symptoms and making changes. No, I want like a summary. Ah, it's interesting. It would be too embarrassing for me to roleplay. But you gotta do it. No. Oh, okay. I found a picture for summary. Safety empowerment builds motivation. Oh, motivational interviewing. Ooh, explore your goals. Oh, to build motivation to overcome like addiction issues. Oh, that's cool. Different types of therapy. Yeah, so there are a lot of different approaches. Like some involve like talking about your day to kind of discover what you know, I don't know. Sorry. Okay, some of them involve talking about your day, some of them involve more talking about your stresses, right? I don't know. I watched the movie the week like it came out and I loved it. Yeah, I think fun movie. I feel like there are a lot of memes for the movie though. Which makes it very fun. Now having watched the movie, now I can enjoy all the backrooms memes that I couldn't enjoy before. Yeah. Wait, so what therapist is Mary? What type of therapy? Now I want to learn about it. It's kind of interesting. Different types. Okay. Ooh. What's better, Backrooms movie or Minecraft movie? The Minecraft movie, absolutely. There are memes? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think Obsession is maybe a bit more catchy line-wise. No, don't do that. Sorry. I feel like the only meme I saw about Backrooms was, he's only 2 years old. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of the memes I've seen. I've seen edits of Pirate Clark. I've seen a lot of edits of Bobby and Kat. Mostly people being like, wow, Kat is a real one. Cause she really did not hesitate. She didn't waste a single second in immediately running after Bobby. Like, they just fell down the laundry chute kind of thing. And, you know, she probably broke her leg, hurt her leg, but she immediately got up, stumbled over, and ran as fast as she could to chase after Bobby. That guy was, like, most definitely, like, dead. Absolutely done for, but she still chased after him. Why do I sound scared? What do you mean I sound scary? What do you mean? Nikki has a lot of memeable faces. She does. Have I seen the Ita bag of Clark? No. Now I have to see it. Where can I see it? Where do you find it? I search it. Clark Ita bag. No way. Backrooms. No, where am I gonna see the Clark Ita bag? No. I don't see it. I want to see it. I hope it shows up in my feed. Yeah. My freaky Nikki impersonation? No, don't do that! I thought we were having a nice day! Anyway. Googling Amy Clark Uchiwa fan. Really? No, I don't know where to find it. Hopefully it'll show up eventually. Yeah. Did somebody make an actual Ita bag? Backrooms Ita bag? Backrooms Ita bag. Oh my gosh! I found it! I think this has gotta be. Oh my god, wait, that's so kawaii. That's so kawaii. Oh my god, they even got a Clark cell phone. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Whoa. Wow, they're really dedicated to their craft. Where? Yeah, but I kind of want to see a backrooms movie where okay, I would love to see like a cast movie, like a group of main characters where they're working together on exploring the backrooms, and they're just running through it, and they're communicating through it's like Stranger Things. They got the walkie-talkies, and yes, I would love a Stranger Things kind of version of the backrooms where they're exploring it with walkie-talkies. Except they kind of die off one by one. Yeah. Clark actor is great. Very oshibu. Very oshibu. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, maybe because I just want more backrooms exploration content. That's just Lethal Company. Okay, you're right. I didn't realize it when I said it, but now I do. That is actually just Lethal Company. When are they gonna make a Lethal Company movie? Can they make a Lethal Company movie? I think that's what I actually want. They should make a Lethal Company movie. Wait, Lethal Company and Backrooms, they're actually pretty similar. Oh my god, I want a Lethal Company movie so bad now. I'm gonna search it up and hope I manifest that. Lethal Company movie. No. There is no Lethal Company movie currently being planned. All the friend slops should gather and make a movie. They should. We'll have Mitya Chameleon and Lethal Company and everything. Yeah. They need to hop on these trends faster. Why did it take so long for an Among Us series to come out? We need Lethal Company! Lethal Company movie! Would a Lethal Company movie be horror or comedy? I would actually... Ooh. I would love for it to be a horror comedy. Like, it's just... Yes, a horror comedy. I want more of those. And then I want also another Backrooms movie where it's like a big cast of characters and longer. Because I also think it's interesting to see all the rooms, the exploration and stuff. Although this Backrooms movie was a lot more focused on just kind of Clark's creation rather than like exploring the rooms. It's more like exploring the rooms was just exploring Clark's character itself. Like rather than us exploring the rooms through Clark. We're actually just exploring Clark's mind through the rooms. Horror for the characters, comedy for the audience. Yeah. Yeah, I know Mary the therapist, like, we pretty much started the movie with her kind of backstory. So from then, at the very start, I was like, oh, I feel like she's the actual main character. It's not Clark. It's not that guy. And also, that guy in his therapy session is a bit concerning. So I feel like she's gonna be the actual, like, heroine of this film. Sorry, let me move my chair. Yeah. Because there were warning signs from the start. And I was like, yeah, there's no way they're gonna focus on... There's no way they're showing her as a child for nothing. Like, she's definitely, like, the true main character in some way. Like, she's the first person we see. Yeah. There's lots of backrooms games. There's so many games. And I need to play them sometime, I guess. Oh, so scary. So scary. I think I wouldn't be as scared now this time, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but I did kind of feel that the therapist... the therapist's backstory, like her character itself, was a bit boring. I don't know. I kind of wish there was something more to it. Like, I don't know, something else. You know what I mean? Not saying her backstory character was bad, but I felt like I was just kind of rooting for her because she's the only person left. Like, she's the only person to root for. She's literally the only person to root for. So I don't know. I didn't feel like too strongly connected to Mary as much as I wanted to be, because Clark wasn't really a good person to root for anyway. Like, I was trying my best, but she wasn't super interesting. Yeah. Find ones that are multiplayer and drag other people in. You know what's really... Why are my legs always bent with this? I swear. Maybe I'll see if I can move it. I think if I... How about I just move my feet? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, and then I've got a solution for this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! What have I done? What have I done? Can I... How do I do this? Why am I upside down? Wait. Okay. How did I do this? Oh my gosh. Okay. I have oriented myself normally now. Anyway, what I don't like is I don't know why my legs do this. Okay, let me see if I can... I'm just gonna float a little bit. Maybe it's like this. If I do this, it'll look a bit more normal. Now I'm like stuck on tippy toes, huh? Okay. No, this is a little more flat. Oh god. Okay, if I do this, then yeah, okay. Maybe that's a bit better. Let's see, where's this here? Okay, now it's like less drastic. Yeah, now I'm just rocking back and forth. All right. Yeah, that looks a lot more normal. My legs are bent because I'm training core strength. Oh god. Yeah, you know, yeah, I'm training my core. I got to. Yeah, okay, I think that's solid. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like if I ever entered the back rooms, even without knowing what the back rooms is, like let's say, like not influenced by the Backrooms movie or media, but if I suddenly just phased into this other strange maze of rooms, I wouldn't start exploring. I would immediately try to go back and then alert as many people that I know of this place and not go back in. You know? That's scary. I don't want to. Even if I saw a pirate speaker, especially if I saw a pirate speaker, okay? Oh my goodness. Especially if I saw her, okay? Okay, let me save that. How did I end up in the back rooms? I don't know. I woke up and I was here. Yeah. I just ended up here. A giant pirate speaker with stretched out face. No. But I think it was definitely a unique choice to have the character in the back rooms, and then they actually legitimately love being in the back room so much they're like, I want to live here forever. I think that was interesting, because I don't think I know anybody who would enter the back rooms and be like, oh yeah, I totally want to continue exploring this place, and you know, I love it here, I want to live here, I never want to go back to the outside world. Because it's not an Alice in Wonderland situation. Like, there's zero greenery here, there's nothing beautiful about this place. It's just this pea-colored yellow. It's free housing and food, but the thing is, he owns a furniture store. Okay, I mean, he doesn't really have customers, I guess, but he owns a furniture store. That's a free house already, and it has a bed. This guy doesn't even have beds in the back rooms. Yeah. are some urban explorers who would actually consider it. Maybe some speedrunners. Have you guys seen the Scientology speedrunners? I feel like they would love the backrooms. They would absolutely adore doing backroom speedruns. You know, if the backrooms was actually discovered, I'm sure people would be sharing it online, and then there would be a whole line of speedrunners that would turn up at the location to try to speedrun the area while vlogging. They would absolutely do that. They would be like, risking my life to speedrun the back rooms. They even mapped, yeah, they mapped Scientology place. Like, they would love the back rooms. Yeah. Has anybody been to the Scientology building? Has anybody been to the Scientology building? Has anybody seen these speedrunners? Because I swear I've seen a gazillion of these speedrunning Scientology videos. It's just crazy. They just run in and they just keep running. and then the security starts lunging for them. Yeah. That's not the one they're speedrunning. Aren't they speedrunning the one in California? Wait, no. Is it California? Around the Hollywood area. That's the one that they do. Why Scientology though? Isn't it because it's a cult? It's a cult that entices people with their free personality tests, and that's how they get you. And they also have a lot of famous people as part of their cult. Like, apparently Sabrina Carpenter's aunt is in Scientology or something. And then it was either Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise. One of the Toms, they're also in Scientology or something like that. Famous people in Scientology. Tom Cruise. It's Tom Cruise. Yeah. I knew it was one of the Toms. So it has a lot of super famous people there. But it's a cult. It's a cult. Yeah. And my family was like, "Oh, what are we wanting to go do in California? Like, what should we do in Los Angeles?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, there's lots of stuff to do. There's Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Hollywood sign. I think they have Universal Studios, and they also have Disneyland, and they and they have like the beach, and you know what else they have? They have Scientology, the place where all the speedrunners are doing their speed runs at." And the worst thing of all is my sister doesn't get me. She doesn't get me every time, because okay, for some reason it's been asked multiple times. Okay, what do you actually want to do in Los Angeles, in California? And we give a list. We give a list of the stuff that we want to do, and they're like, "Oh, but are you sure that's enough stuff to do?" And I always add on to the end of it, "Well, there's also Scientology." There's also Scientology where all the speedrunners go. Like, we could see the outside of Scientology. Isn't that cool? And nobody in my family gets it. I had to fully explain to my sister, which I thought she'd be in on it. I thought she'd get me. I thought she'd have seen the speedrunners. She was like, "What's Scientology?" I think my dad knew what Scientology was. Surprisingly. It was like, "Oh, Tom Cruise is..." I think maybe that's why. I think that's why he knows about it, because Tom Cruise is in it. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it's a cult, but I mean, like, it's there. It's basically a tourist attraction at this point, because, you know, the speedrunners go there. It's basically a tourist attraction. Like, it's the famous Scientology. She didn't get me. She didn't get it. She didn't get it. We have different algorithms. We do. We do. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Burrito. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Yeah, so... Anyway... I actually don't even know what sort of cult stuff is to do with Scientology. All I know is that it's a cult, and they do their personality tests, and I've just seen the videos of the speedruns. So, yeah, you know, real tourist attraction. Then I'll know what the speedrunners are working with. Not saying I'm gonna speedrun. I'm not planning to do that. Do they worship aliens? Oh. I don't know. They probably just get like a lot of funding from their cult members or something like that. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, it's very sci-fi? Oh, it's legit. Oh, they actually believe in aliens. Oh, okay. Scientology belief. Well, now I want to read into it. Oh, wait, so Tom Cruise is believing in aliens. For real. Oh. In Scientology beliefs, the concept of the Thetan, the spiritual being or self that constitutes the true identity of a person. A Thetan is immortal, has lived through many past lives, does not cease to exist at body death, and is reincarnated into a new body. A Thetan can temporarily separate from the body in a process known as exteriorization. Oh. What? Exteriorization? Separating from the physical body, operating independently of it. Enabling the Thetan to operate near the body. What? Supreme being? Oh. Man, this whole time I thought Scientology was worshipping some sort of god. But I didn't realize that they were legit. I didn't realize this was a sci-fi, actual sci-fi. Oh, they actually believe in aliens. Oh, why did I think this was just some variant of believing in God, but with different, really bad practices where they abuse their members and then they extract their blood and teeth and nails. It was founded by a sci-fi writer. Oh my gosh. And this is legit. Oh, this is actual. Oh, is that why you said Xenu? I don't know. Oh, that's their ruler. Oh, interesting. Wait, okay, honestly, Scientology doesn't sound that bad. Wait, it doesn't sound that bad. I gotta say, that sounds kind of fun. That's how they get me. Oh, it sounds so silly. I'm starting to like it. Oh no, I'm cooked. Oh no, time to take a personality test. I kind of want to take their personality test now. Now I want to know what personality type I get and, you know, what type of alien I am. Will they tell you what, you know, what classification of alien you are? Because I want to know what alien I am. I want to know what Thetan. I'm sure they have like 10 different types of Thetan, and then I can get categorized in one, and that would be so exciting. The curtain, behind the curtain stuff where it gets really ugly. They literally abduct people and make them disappear. Well, okay, are you sure they abduct them, or I feel like, what if it's actually just the UFO that takes them because they're actually aliens and they need to go back to their home planet? I wouldn't say they abduct them. Look, there's Scientology, definitely based in science and UFOs. So clearly, those members of the organization that disappeared, they just went home to a better place, right? Yeah. Well, now I wanna. It's so interesting. They definitely abducted people, though, for real. Well, maybe it was for a higher purpose, such as sending them to the aliens. Oh my gosh. Oh, the traumatic events cause subconscious command-like recordings in the mind. Oh. Well, no, this is actually novel. This is completely different from what I assumed it was, because from all the true crime cult stories I have listened to, it's usually some sort of variant of like, this person is our god and we must worship them, and then there's also some sort of like harem involved for some reason. Well, because it's an abusive cult and stuff like that. I thought they were gonna worship some kind of god, so I'm impressed that this is so alien based. It is truly unique. I am so impressed. It is wow, they really you know, maybe I'm a Thetan, well, whatever you say. Wow, that's so interesting. Oh wow. Oh? How to remove past traumatic memories. What? How are they doing that? Wait, so in Scientology they try to remove the negative effects of past trauma. So they try to free them. Wait, so it's therapy. Wait, so they get therapy in Scientology to cure them of their trauma. Wait, Scientology is actually therapy. Wow, it's free therapy. All you have to do is sign up for a cult and you get therapy for free. That's crazy. Wait, does Scientology cost money? Whoa, $2,000. Holy. Oh my gosh, to reach clear. So clear is the status of like you've removed your past traumas, right? So you're completely clear. So you have to pay $128,000 to reach clear. There are things beyond clear. No way. What is this? Operating Thetan OT3, known as the Wall of Fire. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a level of size. They got levels. They've gamified this. This is crazy. Whoa, the upper part of the bridge to total freedom. Wow. The highest state there is. It's a state of godliness. So this is how you climb the ranks of Scientology. You get to clear state, where you've removed all your past traumas for the small price of $128,000 approximately. And then from there is probably another $33,000 to reach OT3, operating threatened state, and then an additional $130,000 to reach OT8. Oh my god, what is this? Operating threatened level 8, the highest current auditing level in Scientology. Whoa. That is awesome. Wow, I want to be OT8. That's cool. Spaceosaurus, thank you. Can you get rid of my alien bones from my body? Here's 10 of my alien dollars. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay. Breathe in. Hold. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. And now your alien bones have been disappeared from your body, so you got nothing to worry about. Wow, Scientology is fascinating. This is fascinating. Is that magic? You could say so. Hi, I want to do a super chat as well. Thank you, Gores. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you did it. You did it. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Wow, Scientology is deeper than I thought. It ranks. Whoa. Thank you, Badorogu. Thank you. Speakotology code. No, not the speakotology code. Would you rather be a cult leader or a cult follower? But like a low-ranking cult follower. But you don't get abused by the cult. But you feel happy. Okay, that's a terrible question. Don't answer that. That's what happens when I just yap whatever comes to mind. Okay. How much we gotta pay for top tier Wispy Cult member? Well, first of all, you gotta make sure that you match the requirements of becoming a an operating Wispical level 10. Okay, because that is only the third highest upper rung of being part of the Speakotology religion. Religion, not a cult. Wow, they really have ranks. That's crazy. Oh, there's an alternative. Oh, you don't have to spend like $200,000. Okay. You can train with a study partner. Oh, you audit each other until both of you reach clear. Oh. Taking many years to complete, the price tag is much lower at about $50,000 to reach clear. Oh, wow. 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 So oh wow. So it's like getting a real education, huh? What do you learn in Scientology? When does the new season start? I only got bronze tier, so I guess I need to grind for silver. Well, you're in luck because the new season starts in 5 minutes. And lasts for the next 9 minutes. Wow. Also, you actually study the writings of the founder. Wait, the founder, is that the sci-fi writer? Oh, so he actually wrote science fiction, but he founded Scientology. Oh wow. Wait, so he was writing science fiction. Emphasis on fiction. What made him want to start a cult? Okay, he created Scientology, a new science. That's crazy. That's crazy. How did he go from writing science fiction and then actually creating a cult? He didn't like it being fiction. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna manifest this into my reality. And how else can I manifest it aside from getting multiple people involved in it, fully believing it, and that way, science fiction can become science non-fiction. Don't you have that urge of, I woke up and wanted to start a cult today? Oh, you know, you're so right. I get that urge all the time. I get that urge all the time. The only thing stopping me is the actual fact that No code! I would never create a code. I would never create a code. That's crazy. No, the stories of cults are actually so scary because it always involves some sort of harem. It always involves multiple, like, there's like generations of people too. It always involves some very, 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 very strange practices. You know, they gotta give all their money to the cult. It's scary. It's scary. I'm gonna break the traditional cult practices. Ooh, okay. How do cults start? How do they start? I feel like it would usually start from one person just being very, very good at controlling other people, slowly starting a network, and then you know, kind of providing the solution to their problems by being like, look, I got this super special belief, this super special thing that is like creating miracles, and I am the messenger of this very special message that a higher being has delivered to you. And then, you know, they start performing some crazy things that convince some people, and some people convince more people, and then they start formalizing the process and creating an actual business out of it. Right. Yeah. That's scary. That's so scary. I hope I never join a cult. Because anybody could accidentally join a cult, right? You never know. You never know. It could come out of nowhere. Maybe if they're sophisticated enough, let's say you started a new hobby. You started a new hobby in knitting, right? And then you go to this new knitting social, and then you meet some lovely people there, and these two lovely people that you get along with, they're like, hey, we're going to church after this. I'm not sure if you'd be interested, but would you like to come? We can knit after as well. And then you're like, okay, maybe I'll come along just so that, you know, we can hang out and knit, and I don't know if I'm interested. And you go with them to the church, and you're like, oh, well, this sounds okay. I don't know about this, but maybe you don't really have too much of an interest in religion as of currently. But maybe you have some specific issues that you have in your personal life that you might have told these two people, and you've gotten really close with them through knitting. I don't know, knitting. And then they take you along for this church session, and then all of a sudden the speaker at the church is talking exactly about your kind of problem, and they're giving you the exact solution to your problem, and you're like, wow, this is the most relevant that any sort of church has ever been to my situation. I feel so heard and seen and viewed and valued. And then you continue knitting with these people, and they're like, hey, we're really involved in the church. Would you like to help us out with some things? And you start socializing with more people at this church. And, you know, you get really close with them, and you're like, wow, I'm really creating a social network. And you might not even truly believe in the religion that they have there, and you're like, oh, some of this kind of sounds a bit silly, but what you want more than that is maybe the friendship that comes from being in this social setting. Everybody's so nice, everybody listens to you, everybody cares about you. You're like, you know, it doesn't hurt to sign up just to get that sense of community. And then eventually you're like, you know what, I feel like I really resonate with the practices in this religion, with you know, the things they talk about. You know, the more I hear it, the more I feel like I align with it, and all my friends are here, everybody I know I love is here. And that's how you get into a cult. Yeah. Sounds like Spica's tarot stream. What does this have to do with my tarot stream? What does this have to do with that, huh? It's actually the playbook some cults use at university campuses, really. And the next thing you know, you're branding people. The next thing you know, you're getting a permanent tattoo. and you're getting the church's logo branded on you. And then you're walking over, I don't know, hot coals to show your dedication to the church, to show that you're one of them. Yeah. Speaking from experience, no. No, I was just rambling. Like I see that as how somebody would be brought into a cult. Like it kind of just starts with being a little bit open-minded, even if you don't believe in it. If you go there for community, that's how they get you. If you have very few friends and all of a sudden you have all these friends here, then of course you're gonna be very easily influenced to stay. Yeah. The lesson is don't be open-minded. Maybe. I think maybe it's, yeah. Maybe. The lesson is don't go to random churches, I guess. No, I don't even know what the lesson is. Maybe the lesson is don't be socially isolated. Or don't allow other people to socially isolate you. Cause I feel like it's important to have different connections with different people so you can always have a sense of a good grasp of reality. You were once asked to join a cult, but closed the door? Huh? Actually, that's how you fend off Hongdae guy too. I heard in Korea they have a real big cult issue where apparently you walk around and people just ask you to join their cult. Like it's a really strong kind of issue. Cults cut you off with the rest of the world. That's how they become successful. That's how they have such devout followers. They wouldn't have these if they were still connected with their friends and family that would be, you know, rational people and would convince them to leave. That's how they get them to stay. They gotta isolate them. Yeah. There's a limit to open-mindedness. Yeah, gotta be skeptical. Have your survival instinct. Although I have never personally been approached with the wonderful opportunity of joining a cult. Man, it would be interesting to see what a cult looks like from the outside, I guess. In Nevada and Utah? A lot of cults in desolate areas. Because they're kind of cut off from the rest of the world. So what else are they gonna do? Not join cults? Both Korea and Japan. Japan as well? I only really heard that cults are really rampant in Korea. Not so much Japan. I've never really heard of that. Yeah. Desert areas. Isn't desert areas where Breaking Bad is? Isn't that... Oh, my mouse is running out of battery. Hopefully I still have enough for the stream. Yeah. You're trying to move to Korea to meet the woman of your dreams? What? Yeah, does the woman of your dreams know you? Or are they still in your dreams? I need to know. I need to know. Yeah. Oh, I guess cults are a real issue in some places. Dang. I wonder if there's it. Do you think there would be a strong link or correlation between areas that have more religious focus and areas that have a higher concentration of cults? Let me search this up. I'm curious. Oh, they don't have stats on cults, do they? Countries with the most cults. Yeah. No, there's no stats on the countries with the most cults. I guess you kind of just have to assume. As I know, why people join a cult is because people desire community. Yeah, I think that's what gets them rather than actually the religious aspect. Because probably a cult can be much more readily available to accept potential members because they want to keep them. They want them so bad. You know, because they want to isolate them from everybody else. They want them to be like a fully dedicated member. Rather than having the religion do the carrying and have the religion be the actual appeal of joining it. Deep bonds rather than shallow. Yeah. Yeah, like the cult is more focused on the people and controlling people rather than kind of like preaching the message of the religion. It's more focused on keeping each individual person as part of their community, part of their like cult economy. Yeah, I'd join a cult if it was wholesome. But I mean, it seems like a lot of cults have cases of, you know, restricting your clothing and hair choices and your pretty much everything. Anyway, how do we start talking about cults instead of the backrooms? This is supposed to be backrooms focused, but I don't think cults have anything to do with the backrooms, does it? Actually, this background doesn't really look super like the... It's a bit saturated. It's a lot more saturated. Let me see if I can get the color closer. It's more like this pale yellow. I don't know. This is a lot more saturated than the movie. Backrooms movie. Okay, I feel like this looks worse the more I mess with it. That's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. Oh yeah, I think that's closer to the images. But anyway. I started it. Oh, so it's my fault now. Yes, it is. Okay, sorry for bringing up the Scientology speedruns. Whoa! Isn't this creepy? My face moves to look at the camera for this camera. Isn't that so creepy? Oh, sorry. Oh, that's kind of creepy. That's kind of creepy. She's always watching. I'm always watching. Yeah, but it's not the same with this type of camera. It doesn't follow this one. It's just this specific camera. It's set to always follow. So that's kind of creepy. I'm always watching. VTuber culture is also worldwide cult. No, it's not. It's not the cult because I don't tell you to abandon your friends and family. I would never say that. It's like Mona Lisa. I'm the Mona Lisa. VTubing is a religion and VTubers are the saints. The S in Spica stands for saint? Yeah. Actually, you know what I feel like, okay, in the Backrooms movie, I would have liked to see more of the employee looking through, like the employees looking through the backrooms, because they have their own like methods. I would have loved to see more of that, or more of them being chased and dying. You know, I wanted more of that. I feel like there wasn't enough. Like there was a little bit of shock horror and stuff, but there could have been more. You know. There could have been more. I want more of them being chased and dying out of context. Well, it's true. It's true. I kind of do. Because I don't know. I want a bit more action or something else. Maybe mainly because I didn't think the therapist character was too interesting. I crave violence. But honestly, like, okay, this is not to say that I want a horror movie to be jam-packed full of blood and gore and all that stuff, but I mean, Obsession only had like 2 actual deaths. Well, okay, 3. But that's barely a death. Like only 2 actual, maybe 4, but there were really only 2 actual deaths, okay? And it was very interesting. But I felt like, okay, Backrooms had, I guess, more actual violent deaths, you know? But I wanted more. I think mainly because the characters itself were just not as interesting as Obsession characters, okay? What do I mean barely a death? Okay, because Bear doesn't count. He just collapses and dies. It's not... And that's like the last 5 minutes. That doesn't even count. That's like counting Pirate Clark as a death. Like, Pirate Clark doesn't even die, you know? That's barely a death, okay? And honestly, Ian's death was also barely a death. Like, his death was 1 second long. And you know, they were barely... There was only like 1 real actual horror death, okay? If we really think about it, there was only actually 1. Because another one was just a gunshot thing. It was, you know... Like, in terms of an actual horror death that actually had focus on it, there was 1 real death, okay? Backrooms actually had more deaths. You know, one being dragged by a monster, another one kind of dying off screen because you don't get to see because he's the starter character. Sarah's death counts as at least 3 deaths. It's so shocking. That's basically 3 deaths. And then, okay, Cat, we don't get to see her die, but we see her head. And then Clark, you know, gets a bite taken out of him. Hey, I just realized that's kind of that's kind of funny because he was about to have dinner. He was literally just about to have dinner, eating the still lives, and then Pirate Clark came along and was like, "Num num num, I'm gonna have dinner." Wait, that makes sense because Pirate Clark was copying. Pirate Clark is a copy of actual Clark, so they probably got hungry at the same time. So Clark decided to have some dinner, you know, cut open that guy like a piece of cake because he was like, you know, it's time to eat. And Pirate Clark had the exact same idea. It was like, oh, I'm getting kind of hungry and I need some food. I'm gonna have some food. I need to take a bite out of somebody. And he did exactly that. They are the same person. Yeah. Wow, because they are the same person. You know, that makes so much sense. And that's why he took such a big bite. He was just having dinner. He was famished. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying before? I forgot. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so Obsession technically really didn't have as much death as Backrooms. But with the Backrooms, I felt like there wasn't enough happening, while Obsession felt really jam-packed. I felt so on edge the whole time. Although, not to say that in the Backrooms I didn't feel on edge. I was still on edge, but there were definitely a lot of scenes where, like, you know, we see the therapist's backstory, where, I mean, I don't want to hate on having backstory because I feel like I always appreciate having character backstory, but it just in comparison to Obsession, it wasn't as interesting or as I don't know. Like I just felt like I was just getting her backstory for the sake of her character having a backstory. Versus Obsession, where, you know, there's just it feels like every scene, like I really need to see every part, you know, like I really want to see every part of it. But then with the, like, Mary, her backstory was like, well, now we learn a bit more about it, but I don't really care that much. Although I want to care about her, but it didn't really, I don't know. I felt like I didn't really have too much reason to care about her. Aside from just wanting somebody to survive the Backrooms. We just kind of see her past with her mother making her very fearful, and her feeling inadequate as a therapist, but because of her own past traumas. But I don't know, I feel like it wasn't, what's the word? I'm thinking of a certain word, but I cannot remember, but, thinking about the Mary being awkward at the party scene, you're just like, okay. No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the main thing is just that it's not as, like, heavily relatable as Obsession is. And it's more so we're just, like, seeing her backstory. Like, they're just showing a flashback which shows her motivation for why she acts a certain way, but I don't exactly have any strong reason to care for her specifically as a character. Like, I'm just learning about, oh, she has this past trauma that affects her, but I don't have any reason to want to support her. Whereas for the characters in Obsession, you have lots of reason to want to support them, to want things to turn out well. There's a lot of things going for them and also not going for them that you're like, oh, I really care about them. But I think the main point is I didn't get that sense of really actually wanting to root for Mary. I think maybe with Kat and Bobby, yeah, I felt like I supported Kat and Bobby a lot more. Which I think is it can be very common with horror movies, is that you support the supporting cast more because you know they're gonna die, so it feels all the more tragic. So I don't think that's out of the ordinary. But I think it would have been better to, I don't know, in some way make the therapist more somebody more that I'd want to support, because she was a bit plain, but I don't want to say, I feel bad saying that. Yeah, Kat and Bobby should have been the main cast. Oh, actually, I think that would have been pretty interesting. Yeah, I still liked Backrooms, but it kind of feels like it was made to be a Wikipedia article. What a Wikipedia article. Yeah, no, I can kind of see that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the characters just weren't as interesting as the obsession characters, or like, yeah. Okay, both movies have a main character. They're quite similar that they both have a main character that is almost the villain of the movie, both Bear and Clark. And I don't like Bear. Okay. But I felt like even though I don't like Bear, I hate him. He's a villain, but I felt like I had, I don't know, much stronger feelings to also kind of root for him compared to Clark. Like Clark, it's whatever. Like, oh, he had a fight with his wife. He's probably, he's got some deep underlying issues, some alcohol issues and everything like that. He's not the best person. But that was just, it's like his character written on a sheet is what it's kind of like. But then with Bear, I felt like it was, I don't know. Like, I felt like I wanted to root for him even though I hated him. Like, I still cared about the character even though I hated him. And I still felt bad for him even though I hated him. Yeah. Yeah, whereas with Clark, it's just like, oh, he's pretty bad. He's kind of a bad guy. I wanted him to be better, but he's a bad guy, but that's whatever. It felt like it was just kind of written on a sheet rather than like actually experiencing it. Yeah. You don't root for insane people. Yeah, it's easier to root for somebody that feels more normal and more relatable. It's like, that could be me. Oh wait, no, that's definitely not me. But it could be somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe because in the Backrooms the main characters were slightly flat. Just maybe not necessarily a bit flat, but like maybe the main problem is that it's just not relatable. You get to see more sides of Bear since he interacts. No, you're so right. You're so right. I think the main difference, Cory Barker, the creator of Obsession, the director of Obsession, he's a comedy skit writer. Okay? So he had his characters all interacting with each other. Okay, and there's a lot of elements of comedy, so you get to see like different aspects of their personalities and how they interact with each other, right? But then the backrooms made by Kane Pixels, the youngest person ever. Not hating, by the way, but the characters don't really interact with each other at all, minus Kat and Bobby. But our main characters, Mary the therapist, we don't see her interact with anybody. Like, exclude her talking to the scientist at the end, because that literally does not show anything about her character, because she's just... the entire point of that scene is for the scientist to just explain a little bit about the backrooms, but we're not seeing them interact in a sort of personal sense, so we don't get any feel for her character itself. There was that party scene, but we don't actually see her talk to anybody. Like, we don't see anything about their personalities. You only ever see Mary talking to Clark, and Clark barely talks to Kat and Bobby. Like, they don't really talk to each other. There's not really any interaction between the characters, and I think that might be why they also don't feel relatable, because we don't really see how they interact with different types of people. We only see how a therapist interacts with their patient. And as for Clark, he is the furniture store manager. He owns the furniture store. So he only talks to Kat and Bobby like they are his employees, because they are his employees. They're not friends. And he's not friends with his therapist either. So we just don't really see anything about these characters that could make them likable. We don't get to see how they would interact with a friend or anybody that likes them. So I think that's also why it's hard to like the character, because we just know what their problems are. We know what their trauma is, their issues, but we don't have any reason to like them. That's why Kat and Bobby are good. They have actual relationship. Yeah, like we see how they interact with each other. People that actually like each other. Their isolation is kind of the point. It is the point. It is the point. Yeah, because it is the backrooms. It fits the backrooms. It fits the whole theme of the backrooms, like the movie and everything, for them to all be kind of isolated, because that's literally the backrooms. I mean, it wouldn't really feel like the backrooms if it was like a huge ensemble cast where they're all friends and they all shake hands and hug and they're like, oh, friendship is magic. Because, yeah, backrooms is a very solitary kind of thing. Like, people don't co-op it, right? Yeah. But yeah, it's not interesting to watch, at least not as much with the Obsession. Yeah. My little backrooms friendship is magic. Yeah, I wonder if there's probably a way they could have like kept that kind of theme of having these isolated main characters where, you know, they like the backrooms because they feel isolated, while also having reason to like them, while also having reason to find them kind of interesting. Yeah. Yeah, wait, the two movies are actually pretty similar. Like, you know, only a very small cast of characters, like excluding the intro guy who we don't even get to see. There's basically 4 main characters in both of them. Pretty much 4 main characters with some side faces, but yeah, they're pretty similar. Yeah. Quite a few movies suffered releasing at the same time as Obsession. Yeah. Like, Obsession was just such a phenomenally good movie. Yeah. It was just really good. I feel like if it had been lucky enough to have been like released before Obsession came out, that would have been great. It would have had its own special kind of spotlight, and then Obsession would have still done amazingly. Yeah. But I think maybe some people are bound to be disappointed with the backrooms because a lot of people were expecting the backrooms to have like levels and stuff, even though that's not the director's version of backrooms. There were a lot of expectations for it, for sure. My mom watched Obsession too. She didn't like it. She was frustrated. Nobody tried to solve the problem and just let it happen. Yeah, that is frustrating. It is so frustrating. Although it is the point of the movie that, you know, Bear could have solved it way earlier, but he just chose to continue lying. He just straight up lied to all of his friends and was like, "Oh, she's just a little crazy." I don't know why she's so crazy, but I think her dad has an issue, so she's leaning on me for help. You know, she needs me for support. Her dad has cancer. And they're like, "What do you mean her dad has cancer? She doesn't even like her dad." They say that to him multiple times, and he's like, "No, I swear her dad has cancer, and she's really shaken up about it." That guy he had so many chances. He had so many chances to remedy the situation. The real obsession was Bear's obsession. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. I don't know, I'm trying to think of like what sort of alternative for the Backrooms characters would have made it good, while made it like more interesting, while also kind of keeping the same sort of themes. Or maybe if just Mary had somebody at home to talk to. Like, I know she's supposed to be alone and traumatized and isolated as well, but having and they're kind of like similar. They're supposed to be maybe a bit of a mirror of each other in that they're both alone. But I feel like she kind of needed some other person to talk to. I don't know. Like, they didn't have to be there, like, solving her issues. Like, they could just be there. I don't know. Just... Honestly thought Mary went to the backrooms in hopes of finding her daughter or something. I thought she went into... I don't know. Honestly, she mainly went in because it was kind of like her... Was it confirmed that she kind of grew up around the backrooms or not? what was the connection between the backrooms and the hand mold? That's the thing, because there are some... I feel like some people think that she grew up close to the backrooms and her mother was traumatized by the backrooms. It was like, you know, you shouldn't go outside, blah, blah, blah. But then some other people are convinced, no, she wasn't in the backroom. She was like her past, her childhood was kind of similar to the backrooms, but it wasn't really, and that's what makes her curious about what Clark is doing. Oh, but really, I'm not sure. Oh, that was her as a child. Okay. Oh, that's why you say daughter. I thought you had said daughter because you were talking about like past assumptions based on the trailer or something. Yeah. So maybe she did have past experience with the backrooms through her mother, or maybe she didn't. I'm not sure. I'm not fully sure. But I feel like it... I don't know. Maybe the backrooms might have needed a little bit of comedy in it. You know, because maybe it's that kind of comedy style that Curry Barker puts into Obsession that really makes it a little bit more interesting as well. I don't know. Maybe no. I'm not sure if the comedy would fit the backrooms, but no, I think definitely a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Need more memes. Yeah. Obsession was really funny. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if Mary just had one person to talk to, like not a therapist for the therapist or anything. She doesn't even have to talk to this person about her problems. We could still get the flashback, but it could just be a person to kind of like, I don't know, maybe flesh her out a little bit more. And also be a sacrifice in the back room, so that person also gets killed off, and then we get more horror content, you know. It becomes we care more about Mary's character, and we get another death, you know. Yeah. Good horrors tend to have comedic moments to let your guard down. Yeah, I really like horrors that have a bit of like comedy and stuff. Yeah. Or it just switches from being hilarious and then absolutely terrifying. Yeah. Especially while watching Obsession in the cinema, like there's a lot of chuckles around, but actually everybody's shaking in their boots. Like the part where Bear is trying to get some sleep, and then Nikki is there, and she's like, go to sleep. Everybody starts laughing a little bit, like a slight chuckle. But actually I'm actually terrified of what's gonna happen next. But it's just so ridiculous. It's also funny, but I'm still terrified. I'm laughing, but I'm also terrified. It's a laugh of terror as well. Yeah. I don't know why. I feel like I kind of wish I don't know, the backrooms was longer. I think I just wanted maybe some more scares. Or if not some more scares, like maybe a comedic aspect. Yeah. What's Aleph? What's Aleph? Can you explain what Aleph is? What is Aleph? I don't understand backrooms lore, and I please explain. Yeah, give her a scene with another patient so we get some indicator she'd be motivated enough to check up on Clark. Oh yeah, maybe yeah, some more scenes with some other patients, so it kind of contrasts with the Clark situation. So we get, yeah, so it seems to make a bit more sense why she wants to check up on Clark. And then maybe we can get more of her actual personality through that, rather than her just kind of being... Her character just seems to be a therapist that has childhood trauma. That's kind of it. And she feels stuck, and that she can't fix herself. And that's it. That's all, which is kind of sad. I think it would have been better to, I don't know, have something else about her, or at least have some sort of more lighthearted kind of moment with her. Oh, the MRI company, I messed up their name. Oh, the MRI company is important for lore. As a non-backrooms knower, it just felt like wasted space. Oh, I think the MRI company stuff was fine. I thought that was interesting. Although the end, I do agree the end was a bit abrupt with it just kind of being sprung on us, and it's like, oh, where's Mary gonna go? Oh wait, it's over. I feel like the ending could have been slightly... Not saying that we need to have a confirmation of where Mary goes, but I think it could have been like, I don't know, maybe eased out a little bit more, because it was a tad bit abrupt. Yeah. Backrooms is lore accurate, and that's a problem? Ooh. It's too lore accurate. We want less lore. Yeah, I feel like mainly there was a lot of time for Mary's kind of silent backstory flashbacks, but I feel like maybe that could have been shortened a little bit and maybe spent on like Mary talking to somebody other than Clark. Because it feels bad to have this main character only ever talk to Clark. And only ever in a therapist setting. So we really don't know who she is outside of being a therapist. That's kind of sad. Like, I want to know more about her as a person rather than just a therapist. I know it's meant to be established that it's... she has trauma, she feels stuck. You know, it's bad, blah, blah, blah. She's really just a therapist that feels she can't fix anybody else, but surely there's something else other than her silly hand concrete. Like, I know that's important, but yeah, I think there's... Even though we barely even see Kat and Bobby for most of the movie, it's just so much easier to like them. They just felt so much more interesting. Maybe, yeah. They also felt like they had, although their personalities were, I guess, straightforward, they had a lot more personality to them. Like, you know, Kat's worried. She actually has survival instinct. You know, she really cares about Bobby. Bobby has some sort of drug issue possibly that Cat might be concerned about. Bobby's pretty carefree, is kind of down to do whatever. Like we actually get a feel for their personalities outside of feeling depressed because of trauma. Because that's all that we get from Mary, is that she's a therapist and she doesn't talk at all because we see flashbacks into her trauma and that's it. Yeah. Why it didn't land for me is that I think it takes away from thinking about what the backrooms represents as a metaphor and turns it into an in-universe mystery to be solved. What do you think the backrooms represents as a metaphor? Because what I thought the movie was trying to say with the backrooms is that it's just it's like a thing that continues to remember and recreate, but it's so far removed from reality that it just keeps on recreating and remembering it, but it keeps forgetting a piece of it every time, so it ends up being more and more abstract. But it's desperately trying to learn about the world is what I feel like. Bobby cares about the art form of the commercial. He does! We also know what they care about as a person. Like, I don't know what Mary cares about at all. I mean, she does a checkup on her patient. Because she gets, she gets some concerning signs, but... yeah, we don't really get much out of it. And then we also, okay, we know what Bobby cares about. We know Kat, she is a real one, she stops at nothing to run after her loved one. And that is so endearing, more than endearing. That is very, very brave, and it makes me really like her. Rest in peace. She cares about the hand concrete. Yeah, and the thing is, her bringing around this hand concrete everywhere she goes doesn't feel like something I really care about when it comes to this character. Like, oh, she brings around concrete of this handprint. It shows she cares about that, but why do I care about her bringing around this concrete thing? Why do I care about that? Why do I care about it? Like, I know we saw it in the flashback, but it's just... I don't care about that compared to, Kat and Bobby. They have so much life to live. Yeah, it's so inspirational, huh? Yeah, honestly, her bringing around the concrete handprint was kind of comical. Yeah, the weapon to keep herself safe. Oh my god, my eyelids. They did a weird thing. Yeah. It's creepy even without the monsters, and they tried to mix it with the thrill from the characters trying to figure everything out. Yeah, except we don't fully see the characters try to figure everything out, though. Well, Clark does try to figure things out, but then we kind of just cut to him knowing everything about the place. So then there isn't really all that much discovery. It just cuts to him being like, hey, I made this map. Hey, I met these people that are food, delicious cake, and and I love it here. Yeah. Bulgogi. Why you say bulgogi? Yeah. How long do you think Clark was in the back rooms before Mary came to find him? Yeah, we don't really know. We don't really know. There are heaps of envelopes. True. And at the warehouse, well, not the warehouse, the furniture store, there were a lot of letters when she went in. So they had been closed for a while. He had not gone out. This guy had not touched any grass. He had not gone out. He found a food source. I don't think this guy had a shower though. Wait, nope. They had the pool rooms. He did have a shower. I take that back. Actually, perfect place for living. And he had a map. He knew where everything was. This guy I think he kind of plotted for Mary to find him there. Probably. Although I don't get how he would have orchestrated that. But it does kind of seem like it though, because all the furniture, all the chairs and everything at the entrance in the first room, when you enter the back rooms, it's all gone. He moves all of it, and you see he's moved all the furniture to the other hallways to block the hallways. It kind of forces Mary's route to go directly to where Clark is, which is interesting. That's interesting. Because I don't know how he would have plotted for that to happen. But it does seem that he blocks out the other hallways so that whoever does wander in has to end up in his turf. He's having a luxury bath every day, all day. Oh yeah, he has a whole pool. He wouldn't have that in his furniture store. I largely took the movie's moral to be about not to dwell on the past, plus all of Clark's textually stated issues in the back rooms represents searching your mind for those old memories. Not to dwell on the past. Yeah, interesting. It would have been cool if he worked with the therapist to explore and she realizes he's going insane during the movie instead of the time jump. Oh, no, yes, I would have loved that because we would get so much more interaction between them. She would break a therapist character, I guess. You know, we'd actually get to see her personality and stuff. Yeah, and I think that would be very interesting because maybe she could help him explore. And it seems like he's improving, but he's actually not. And then eventually he traps her and then they get to that dinner table scene. But maybe they could be working together on things. Yeah, they definitely needed more character development. And I know the movie is about there not being character development until that last third of the movie, but still, I think it would have been more interesting to have a bit more, maybe not necessarily character development, but just like understanding the character more rather than the sudden jump. I think having Clark's character be kind of slowly unveiled through the back rooms would be pretty interesting. Although it was kind of like slowly unveiled through the movie, but it was kind of a bit of a sudden kind of he was kind of just suddenly exposed as an insane person. But I feel like it could have like been maybe more gradual. Yeah. I think the main thing, more actual interactions. A lot of it is, although I know it's like being alone is what makes the back rooms creepy. It's what makes the back rooms kind of scary, but it's kind of hard to make that sort of thing work, I guess. Yeah, but anyway, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for chatting with me about the backrooms. Thank you for watching the backrooms and Obsession if you did watch that. If you haven't watched Obsession yet, do watch Obsession, okay? Yeah. Backrooms is a solid film, but it does get kind of boring at the end. Yeah, I wouldn't say boring at the end. I think the end is maybe much more interesting. But it just feels a bit cut short. I think all the parts where it had the merry flashbacks were the kind of boring part. Gotta watch Wonderfuls next. Yeah, I mean, I recommend that if you want something lighthearted. Yeah. How do I get out of the backrooms I'm in? I don't. I like it here. I really like it here. So. Anyway. Obsession is no longer on screen. Maybe you can watch it when it gets to streaming. Obsession full movie on YouTube. Sorry. You know, the crazy thing is I was on I'd opened YouTube like yesterday, and in my recommended was Obsession full movie, and I was like, what? Somebody uploaded the entire Obsession full movie to YouTube, and it's been up for like 5 days, and I'm like, how is this not taken down? Now, I support legal watching though. So I'm not saying I disapprove. I disapprove of illegally uploaded things. So I'm just saying it's crazy that Obsession full movie is still up on YouTube. So yeah. Anyway, support the film. Yeah. Saw it on Twitter too. I saw somebody uploaded the whole Backrooms movie on Twitter as well. Today, when I opened it, I was like, what? Everybody's just uploading the movie everywhere, but they didn't have the after credits, so yeah. Support your small directors, your small youngest person ever, only 2 years old directors. Yeah. Anyway, bye bye. Have a great day. I'll see ya.